Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we're approaching my favorite day of the year. It's perfume rotation day. We're going to be going into the month of September, so this is what I've got left after August. And I know my tray looks a lot different from how it started. I don't know if you can tell. I've got a couple perfumes that are no longer on this tray. I also added a little body mist here. So I can explain. I can definitely explain. Really, it's just that I gave them away. You can call it a declutter. I mean, I love the scents that I gave away. So let me start with the first ones that I gave away. So, I had the Escada. I had the Escada Summer Festival, and I gave that one away to my big sister. And I also had the Chloe Rose Tangerine, which was really, really nice. Both the Escada and the Rose Tangerine were very nice perfumes. The Escada was the Summer Festival one, such a beautiful, like bright, fun, fruity scent. I believe it had like notes of cherry blossom. It was a predominantly like cherry blossom perfume, and it was so nice in the summer heat. I had worn it to a party over the summer, to a birthday party, and a lot of people really seemed to like that perfume. I had some very nice compliments while wearing it. And evidently my sister really liked that one too when she came down to visit me. So what do, when your sister comes over and, they're all in your closet and they like the stuff that you do? You just give it away. Because I don't know about you, but the best closet or the best places to shop is your sister's closet or your mom's closet. That's where I always find like the best perfumes, the best clothes, whether it's shoes, your favorite t-shirt, your favorite perfume. It's always going to be in your sister's closet or your mom's closet. Hands down, like best store to ever shop in. And it's free. So I gave that to her for her to enjoy, and I'm okay with parting the perfume. What's mine is hers, what's hers is mine, and it's all love at the end of the day. Plus, I know whenever I go to visit her or my other sisters, like we swap perfumes and clothes all the time, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, I gave the Escada Summer Festival and the Rose Tangerine. I also gave her, she liked I had a Burberry Touch. I had like a 3 fluid ounce bottle of the Burberry Touch, and she really liked that one too. So she left my store here with like 3 perfumes, and I'm okay with that. Another one that I had also given away was the Jimmy Choo. It was here before. The Jimmy Choo Floral, and that one is so beautiful, beautiful perfume. It's amazing for the summertime. Earlier in my August tray video, I accidentally said that it smelled like pear. I think it smelled like pear, but because it's so fruity, it's actually nectarine and tangerine. Like, it's so juicy and so fresh and fruity. I have no idea why they call that perfume floral, because it really should be called fruity. But regardless, it is a beautiful perfume, and I really, really enjoyed it. My husband liked the perfume, and so did his cousin. So I gave it away. She really liked it, and like I said, I'm so happy to share what I like with people that I love, so I have no issues. If they like it, then go ahead, it's yours. Because that's the beauty of perfumes, when you get to share what you like. You get to talk about when you find people who have the same interests as you get to talk about it, you bond over it, and now we're just spreading the happiness, sharing the wealth and spreading the happiness. So in the end, this is what I'm left with at the end of August. I still have my J'adore by Dior. This one is a favorite of mine. I absolutely love it. This one makes me think of my mom. This is one of her favorite scents, almost like one of her signature scents. She always repurchases this perfume, and I love it. It's a very fruity, floral, fresh scent. Shampoo vibes. It has a beautiful freesia and I believe lilac or lily note. And it opens up bright with some fruits, dries down to a beautiful vanilla skin scent. It's not a projecting scent. It's very close to the skin, and I loved it. I mostly like to wear it to like parties or fancy events. I wore it a couple times to work, but I would say limit your sprays because this can open up a little sharp because of how fresh it is and fruity in the opening. Just limit your sprays if you're going to wear this something to work. But a beautiful signature scent, beautiful date night scent, fancy brunch scent. I love this one for August. An empty that I had was Clean Classic Rain. Now, I'm a clean girl through and through. I love the Clean line. I love a lot of their fragrances, and this was another one that I finished. I love wearing these to bed because, after a long day of work and you get to shower, you really just want to smell like fresh and clean, put together at the end of the day. Just a way to wind down and relax. So this was a nice one and really good for the summer heat. Finished my little Eternity Air by Calvin Klein. This was nice. Like I didn't have an issue with it. It's your typical like run of the mill freshie. It's very it's very aquatic, very ozonic, very fresh. I didn't have an issue with it. Sometimes like I would feel like it's a little boring because it resembled a lot of other fresh scents, but not at all an offensive perfume. It actually had pretty good longevity too. That I was surprised. It lasted me about six hours, and this is with the little dabber bottle. I finished this in like 2 days, and practically like spilled a couple all over my hands, but that's besides the point. Another one I had was Toca Liliana. This is the little dabber tester bottle that I finished as well. This was a really nice scent. I really enjoyed this one. Like a lot of Toca perfumes, they're very inoffensive, very light, pretty simple perfumes. This was your, run-of-the-mill citrus white floral combination, freshy, dried down, a little powdery, but I overall liked it. There's a nice peach note in the opening. There's like peach and peony. There was some patchouli in this, but honestly, it was a very inoffensive, very light patchouli. It just gave it some depth and grounding. So yeah, this was Toca Liliana. I think a pretty good one for the summer. One of my favorites by the brand Philosophy. I loved the original Pure Grace. This is some flanker of it. Honestly, I could barely find information about it, but I bought this like 2 years ago or a year ago, and I didn't have much wear of it last summer, but this summer I made up for it because I love this one a lot. I like to wear this one to the beach. I honestly like to wear this one to bed. I even wore it to work. This is an all-around scent, especially for summertime. It is a beautiful coconut, citrus. You have some lilies. You have a little bit of fruitiness in the opening. It smells like sweet coconut water. And I love that for like summertime. I'm not the biggest fan of those heavy sunscreen type coconut scents. I really do prefer those like aquatic coconut water scents, and this is one of that. Speaking of coconut scents, this is the oh so infamous Mugler's Alien Goddess. And I have a love-hate relationship with this perfume. Like, I like it. Like, it's okay. I'm not too sure if it's worth the hype that's been going around with this perfume. I know last year and a couple years before that, when it was first released, I will say this has, and I do agree with a lot of the comments where they say that this has nothing to do with the Alien or the Mugler line. It could definitely be its own standalone fragrance. My biggest issue is that I've found it to be like a little boring. Like it's a very nice vanilla, but I felt like for a vanilla and for something like Alien and for it to be called like Alien Goddess, I would have liked it to be a little more interesting. You can't have the backing brand of Mugler and then the nostalgia and prestige of Alien, and then also have it called Alien Goddess without it being a little interesting. And there's a lot of other perfumes that have this, that share the similar title of goddess. Like you have Estee Lauder's Goddess, I should say Bronze Goddess. You've got all of these other, I think there's probably like Bombshell Goddesses. There's a lot of other perfumes with that same title of goddess. And usually they have something interesting in them that make you feel like, yes, this is an ethereal goddess. This is a bold perfume. This is a nice perfume. It's okay. I feel like this more resembles of a body mist, and it definitely has the longevity of a body mist. Like I got like 4 hours wear out of it. It's a very close skin set, very close vanilla skin set, which is not a bad thing at all. I found that when layering these two, I was trying to play around with some layering scents, and I had this for a while. Like, Bath and Body Works scents, they last you years. So I had this one that I purchased like years ago. This is the Bali Black Coconut Sands, and I like them together. There's, coconut water, vanilla, and something else in this, and this one had some florals, black coconut, vanilla, and I think some amber in this. And both of these together were really nice. I would highly recommend, if you want to make this one a little more interesting and get some more longevity out of this. This is a great layering scent. Definitely layer with whatever vanilla, coconut, or anything else in your perfume that you would like to sweeten it up a little bit. So it's not bad, and you can tell the dent. I definitely wore it and I wanted to give it a chance, but at the end of the day, this was just an okay scent for me. So that's everything for August. I'm going to clean out my tray, and then I'm so excited to show you my September rotation. I think my August one was such a success from me and clearly from other people. So I hope like my September tray, I think I'm going to be really happy with what I've got, and I'm so excited to show you. So I'm just going to clean it out, and we'll get the new ones coming up. All right, so the first one that I've got, I'm going to do something a little different this month. I'm going to try to get a lot of my samples included into my trays. So think of it like it's my September perfume rotation plus sample September. That's what I'm gonna go with. So the first sample that I'm gonna introduce into the tray, I don't know if you can see the writing, but this is Hermes Twilly Eau Ginger. Now I got this little sample at Nordstrom. I asked if they can just spray me a couple of things. Because I do own the original Twilly, and I also have the Twilly Eau Poivrée, and I really like them both. The Eau Poivrée is definitely like a very spicy and very powdery rose. The original Twilly is a beautiful ginger white floral, and I love white florals. So this one, the Eau Ginger, there's more supposed to be exactly like that ginger water. So it's supposed to be a very fresh, bright, and spicy scent. And I'm excited to try that for September, because even though we're approaching fall, where I am, it is still hot as heck in September. Like, we don't get like normal 4 seasons here in the region that I'm in. We get like 12 seasons, where it'll go from like summertime to fake fall, then back to, Satan's backyard. And then we get real fall, and then we get winter, then we get summer again. It's crazy. So September, because it still gets pretty hot, I want to keep a couple fresh scents just for those warm days. Now I have another little tester bottle. This is the Calvin Klein Euphoria, and this came in that pack. So you saw I had Eternity Air, I had the CK1. This is the Euphoria in these tiny adorable bottles. So this is a little dabber, and I'm gonna try that one out. I had the dark Euphoria, a little rollerball, and that one was okay. It was very aquatic. It was a dark aquatic scent. My mother had Euphoria back in the day. She loved the scent. And it is a beautiful scent. It's, you know, there's a reason why it's so iconic. And I feel like Calvin Klein is a very understated designer company, and especially their perfumes. They definitely don't get enough talk. Next one I have is Tocca's Maya. This is I believe the 1.5 or the 1 fluid ounce. What is that? Nearly 1 fluid ounce. So this is the spray bottle, and this is a lovely, lovely scent. This is Tocca Maya. If I can get it to focus. Yep. This is Tocca Maya. And this is an interesting, like, dark berry and patchouli scent. So if you like that dark fruit chuli type of DNA, Tocca Maya might be a really good one. I tried it out last early spring, and I thought it held pretty well in the cooler weather. So I want to give it another try for fall, for September. An autumn staple for me is always Burberry Woman. I had this last fall. I think I tried, yeah, last autumn, and this is an all-time favorite of mine. I love Burberry Woman. This is a beautiful, you know, like peach, a very peachy scent. It's sweet, it's powdery, it's just a beautiful feminine scent. This is great for everyday wear. It's honestly one of my favorites. I would always repurchase this if I could. I had like a little, you know, those little tiny tester ones back in the day, and I purchased a larger bottle. I know this bottle looks a little different than the ones that you might see online. I don't know if maybe they just changed it throughout the years. You know, companies always go through reformulations, but I still like it. All right. And the next one I have for the month of September, this is Kenneth Cole's White for Her. I got this one because I was influenced by one of my favorite YouTubers, Ksenia. She had recommended this scent, and she said that this was a beautiful woodsy scent. I get a lot of like powderiness when it comes to this perfume. It almost gives me the same vibes as like Bath and Body Works Twilight Woods. I don't know if anyone like remembers that from back in the day, but that's exactly what it gives me. Or like really just a more powdery version of Twilight Woods. If Twilight Woods was like sweeter, this is a little less than that. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent. It's got notes of like, oh my God, vanilla. There's some amber in it. So if you are a fan of amber, this would definitely be a really good one. The iris gives it that powdery feel to it. There's some plum to give it a little bit of darkness. It's a beautiful scent. I think there's probably some vanilla in here to make it sweet. Yeah, it's really, really nice. And I also have the body mist with it, so I'll probably just layer these two together. So that's Kenneth Cole's White for Her. Next one I have is something that's pretty new to my collection. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. So this is Victor & Wolf's Flower Bomb Dew. And I like the Flower Bomb DNA. I'm definitely one of those girls that like the Flower Bomb DNA, even if it may have a lot of infamy. I think people just like to hate on it because it's so popular, you know. That's besides the point. This is supposed to be like a more powdery, lighter version of Flower Bomb. It honestly, it has this, if you like the Flower Bomb DNA, then you know that this is probably no different than that. But I want to try it and see how I like it. I do have the original Flower Bomb in my collection, and I just want to see how this one compares to that one. I also might layer it with the little, I have a little body lotion of it that came in the set. And you know, because I'm a clean girly, of course, I'm always gonna have like, I feel like for like the past 3 months I've had a clean scent in my rotation, but that's okay. I told you I love, love, love the clean line. So this is Fresh Linens. This came in that pack of 3 that I had showcased in a recent haul. And this is exactly that. It smells like fresh, clean laundry. I don't think there's anything else that I need to say about that. I'll probably wear that. This will probably be mostly like my bedtime scent. Next one I have is an all-time favorite of mine. This is Fleur de Blanc by Le Monde Gourmand. And I love this scent. Like, I don't know if you can see. I try to use it sparingly. Then, my husband bought me a backup, so now I can use this with reckless abandon. And this is an all-time favorite of mine. This has a beautiful ambrette scent. It's mostly ambrette. If you like, what is this? Radiant Nectar by Clean, or even that same DNA of like God is a Woman, they're they give off the same vibes. Some they might be dupes. I think that this is a fairly good dupe for Clean Radiant Nectar. Like, to my nose, they smell very, very similar. It's just that Radiant Nectar has a little bit more depth to it. This is like a $20 perfume that you can get at Urban Outfitters, so I don't expect the most, depth or longevity, but this is one of my favorites. I love this scent, and I wear this whenever, like, year round. I think this is great for summertime, fall. It might not last the best in winter time. It might not cut through that winter chill, but you could wear that. I wear that year round. All right, for the month of September, I'm also bringing out my Juicy Couture Hollywood Royale. I am a Juicy Couture girly through and through. I love Juicy Couture for the longest time, since I was probably in middle school. My mom was the one who started wearing it. She actually she had decluttered a 3.4 bottle of the Hollywood Royale. She gave it to me. She was cleaning out her closet, and I fell in love with it. I think that bottle lasted me so long. That was probably like my signature for a little while. And I finished that bottle like 2 years ago. Couldn't find it anywhere. And then I found it once again at Burlington. This is the little 1.3 fluid ounce, but given the size of my collection, I'm okay with that. And I'm just happy to reconnect myself with this perfume. This is one of my favorite. There is a beautiful, like, juicy candy apple scent. It opens up very fruity with like pear and candy apples. There's marshmallow and vanilla in the base of this. This is so good. This is one of my favorite scents. And I feel like candy apples and marshmallows are definitely appropriate for the upcoming fall. So I'm really happy to have this one and to wear it again. But it, of course, like most Juicy Couture scents, it has that Juicy Couture DNA. So you have to like Juicy Couture to probably like this one. The next perfume I am so excited to try, because I have been looking everywhere for this one, and I had found it at a Nordstrom rack. This is Dolce & Gabbana Perfume, and I had purchased this because I hear that there was an interesting like marshmallow scent, and I do quite like the scent of marshmallow in perfumes. Like, I had Ariana Grande's Moonlight, the Juicy Couture Gold Couture. I do like that marshmallow scent, and they said that Dolce & Gabbana the Perfume has a beautiful marshmallow scent. Now, it doesn't smell like marshmallow. There's nothing like fluffy or creamy about it. I think the marshmallow in this perfume is what gives it sweetness, and that's exactly that. It is a very sweet scent, but it is so beautiful. I had tested it on my hand when I first purchased it, and I was in love, and I was like, oh, I have to save it. I found it a little bit too heavy for the summer scent, so I just kept it in my closet, kept it in my collection until the fall, and hopefully I'll get some use out of it. This is a beautiful, like, powdery, sweet, vanilla, fruity scent. There is some florals in it, but this is mostly like raspberry, marshmallow, vanilla, and I think like orange blossom or something like that. Though the orange blossom like is negligible, because it really is just a fruity, sweet scent. But I love it. And last but not least, I have one that I had just purchased in a recent haul. This is Guess Seductive Red. And I'm excited to try this because this is supposed to be a really nice cherry perfume. Um, I do like cherry in a lot of my perfumes. I have quite a few that have that similar cherry note. I've got, um, well, I had the Escada Summer Festival. I think I also have in a haul that I'm gonna film in a bit, and hopefully I'll get it uploaded in due time. In due time. Another Escada scent. I think that one's Cherry in the Air. I have the Banana Republic, Dark Amber and Cherry, which I really, really love. And then there's this one. This is the Guess Seductive Red. And this one is actually very similar to the Dark Cherry and Amber. It's just lighter. So I'm excited to try it and see how I feel. And these are all like fairly inexpensive perfumes. Okay. And that's looking to be my September perfume rotation. I'm so excited to try all of these. I think I have some really good ones, some like absolute bangers in this tray. I'll let you know how I feel about it, hopefully by the end of this month. Hopefully this month I get to like keep most of my perfumes because I like them. But like I said, sharing is caring, and I'm happy to share the happiness and share the wealth around with my family. Also, talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. What are you guys trying out for September? What are some fall staples that you like to get into? We're just on the cusp of autumn. We're halfway there. So I want to know, what are some of your fall staples? If you like this video, definitely give me a like. I always appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to. You can check out a lot of my other videos. I'm trying to make a habit of posting a little more often. It's hard with, life and everything. And thank you so much for 100. I think I saw it's like 124 followers. I'm so happy. I never would have guessed that like 100 people like my videos. That's a lot of people. I don't even know like 100 people, but I know you guys now. So thank you so much for subscribing and following my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm so grateful. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in my next one. Bye.